So best friends got each other's back. We used to cruise around with a bass to the max. Everyone in school while I was in the lab, cooking up some beats that would turn into tracks. High school chillin', I was on a mission. I had bigger dreams of being a musician. Teachers always talked but I couldn't seem to listen. I lived in a fantasy land, they called it fiction. But I was gonna be big one day, playing shows on the road to a sold out stage. Nobody really cared or believed I would make it anywhere close, I would fail and fade. But that's cool, I love that, cause any little doubt gives me energy back. And now, I'm in a place where I'm glad I never gave up on the dreams I had. And big dreams lead to big things, and big swings lead to big rings. Championships or the big screen, anyone who did anything took a big swing. And big dreams lead to big things, and big swings lead to big rings. Championships or the big screen, anyone who did anything took a big swing. Yeah, let's go. So if you want something big, you gotta swing fast, swing hard and commit. You might miss 10 times, but when you hit, just make sure that you get all of it, okay? People at the top took risks. Investing and testing is all that they did. It's not complicated, it just takes grit. So never give up, take a swing at it. And big dreams lead to big things, and big swings lead to big rings. Championships or the big screen, anyone who did anything took a big swing. And big dreams lead to big things, and big swings lead to big rings. Championships or the big screen, anyone who did anything took a big swing.
Hey guys, what is up? What is up? Welcome to Pick and Roll Podcast, episode 161. How you doing, Blaze? Coach Ed is here. Whenever you're ready to pop on in, go for it.
8 more episodes.
8 more episodes, and we have some breaking news. Kelly Oubre is out now.
7 more wins.
7 more wins.
Yeah, it's still out of what, like 18 or something?
There's 17 games left.
17, 7 out of 17. 7 and 10. They can't go 7 and 10.
I don't know. Oh, okay. How's it going, Coach?
I'm all right. How are you guys?
Doing good. We have some history to talk about here. The Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, Mac McClung, 54 points last night. Three-time dunk champ, 54 points. That's amazing. No one's going to score more than 54. 32. No one scores more than 54 in one day.
No one. Not at all.
Don't forget Bam.
Don't forget Bam.
That's funny. We were just talking about him like a week ago. We were discussing centers, and we kept forgetting about Bam, and now no one's going to forget about Bam.
No one's going to hit. So, Coach, let me give you some context. So on MK in the morning, we were ranking, we were talking about the big in the league, like the centers. And the list didn't even have Bam Adebayo on it, the list I was reading off of. And I'm like, where's Bam?
I thought Bam was a forward.
Bam's a center, isn't he? He's right as the center, right?
Oh, okay. I always considered him a forward. But that's me. That's me. I'm probably wrong.
Depends on who he's playing with. Just like point guard or shooting guard. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's guards and there's bigs. That's it. And there's Ethan Page. Rios. My man.
I can't get it out of my head now.
Hey, hopefully we're talking about one of your teams down there continuing, because ours is pretty done, but both of your teams are looking a little shaky too. We're all in the same boat, but me and Mitch's boat is sinking faster.
No, the Knicks are.
The Knicks are. What do you mean?
I still say them in Boston in the East Finals.
No, I can't see the Knicks. To be honest with you, it wouldn't surprise me if they fell to 6.
But see, that's always Coach's thing. I know his thing.
No,
he'll be against his team. So when they do well,
Blaze, no, it's seriously, it's not that. I've been trying to be very optimistic, but what I'm seeing, like they're extremely inconsistent, and Brunson looks doggone tired. He really does. Cat is playing well, but now Cat is playing well, and Brunson is playing like crap. All the guards are playing like crap, so it's like, and you can't do this time going towards the playoffs.
Amen. This is the most important time of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And be happy your guys aren't 6 deep hurt. But no, I get you, Coach. I'm with you. I mean, I see the same thing. Like right now, you see teams ramping up. The Nuggets, the Spurs, the Celtics. Those teams are just sticking out because they're playing so. I think the Spurs lost, 1 in their last 15 or something?
Yeah, and Bam stepping up too.
Yeah, they're definitely the.
He had an okay game yesterday.
Yeah, he's all right. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of tired of hearing a lot of the negativity on it. Like no one asked.
I hate it.
Why are people
comparing
it? Why do you got to compare it to Kobe's? Why does it like? I'm gonna call one person out. Swaggy P said if he was doing it, he would stop at 81. Bullshit.
I call BS. I call BS.
If Kobe never got 81, you know what we've been doing last night for Bam? He wouldn't have came out. He would have went for 100, and they would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, because
yes, it looks weird. Yes, they're fouling to get a foul. They're up 30. I get all that, but when you're looking for history and you're right there, anybody who'd be in that position would do the same thing.
No, it's funny because like Bam's idol is Kobe, and Kobe Bryant, I for sure would be 100% behind it and proud of him because
exactly
he said it himself.
Thank you.
They're meant to be broken, and yesterday's record got broken.
Maybe LeBron should have retired when he tied Kareem for points.
Wait a minute.
You know what I mean? Like it's stupid to even say you're going to quit at 81 because respect for someone. No, this is competition. These are a bunch of egotistical pro athletes. They want that name. I want my name in the lights, not his. I love him, but I want my name in the lights. And Bam's, he's never gotten the respect. He's a consistently great player. He's not elite, but he's not shit. He's a consistently great player who we never talk about. Now we got a reason to talk. So good for him. He should have went for 100. Stay. Let the other score a million times and tie it, and then go into overtime and try to get 120. I don't give a shit.
Look, you talk about Bam. Most of the time you talk about Bam, it's about him and Aja. Let's be real.
Yeah. And
I mean,
from both too, which was pretty cool. I mean,
tip of the cap to him. Tip of the cap.
Yeah, he's doing well in everything. Why we got to shit on his parade? He's doing well in and out of the game right now.
Right, like. Man.
But why I mean, that's the same thing with the other comparisons. Why do we have to compare? It's different areas, different scenarios. I mean, when Kobe and them, we were up 18 late in the game, and he's still out there shooting free throws to break the record. He was tied at 77. There was a minute and a half left. Game was done.
Everybody keeps saying breaking the record. He didn't break a record.
Well, the era's record, I know. Well, okay. Here, if you want to be technical, here's the record: seen on TV. Because I know Will did it. I'm giving Will always. But what do you think? If we could watch that game, if we could go in a time machine right now and go watch that game, you think it would look much different than what the end of last night looked like? No, they're giving Wilt the ball every time. Literally every time. I would do if I had Wilt on my team.
I was looking at they said that they were fouling Wilt so he couldn't, and he was hitting his free throws, and then they started trying to foul his teammates to keep the ball away from him.
I mean, anyone would do. You want your teammate to do it, and if you're that person, you want your name in lights. Like they were getting mad. Like he was getting triple teamed and still got shots off or got fouled. And like I don't buy this foul throw bullshit either. If he got fouled 23 times, he's going to shoot 40 free throws. That's max. I mean, if you're getting the ball I mean, Kobe, if you want to go numbers, and I'm not dissing Kobe. Kobe shot 50 times once to score 60 points.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a give or take.
All I know is he was living SGA's dream behind the free throw line.
Oh yeah, I mean, and here's the thing too.
Same with that bead. I can say that.
I heard someone else say this earlier too. Hitting one free throw in front of 20,000 people is not easy for any of us or any normal person on this planet.
That's what Dwight Howard said.
Yeah, you got
Dwight Howard said something like that. Yeah.
he didn't go 10 for 43. You know, he made he's 50. If you make half of them, you're doing all right. When you're, I just don't buy that as an excuse. You know, you shot 43 fouls. Are you crazy? It's just what happened in the game. I mean, once again, I will defend refs. I know refs. There's no way the refs are out there going, hey, you guys ready? We're going to go ahead and score 81. 81? 83? Okay, 83. 83. They're out there calling the fouls they see. Now, do we want to blame some of the rules for why a lot of the fouls are being called? I mean, if you want to talk to SGA and talk about that, he does that a lot. It's ugly. I gave Mitch the comparison yesterday because everyone's like, that foul baiter thing with SGA. To me, here's my comparison. It's the tush push. It's ugly. It's ugly to watch, but it's legal and you got to stop it. If SGA looks silly doing some of his dumb shit and you take away all of his free throws, he's still top 3 scorer. So he's still scoring, but it looks bad. I'm not disagreeing with that. It looks ridiculous because he knows if he does that, he's probably going to get a call. But you still got to make the free throws. Listen, that's pressure. And anybody out there who's sitting behind a desk or with a headphone on, like us saying, I'd have made more than 50%. No, you wouldn't have made 3 out of 43 in front of those people with the pressure. You wouldn't have got to the free throw line because you got injured on the first foul because these things are massive.
Imagine yourself going, like, you know how in these NBA games they have you go out in the half court and do the half court shot in front of everybody? Imagine you doing that every single night. I couldn't do that.
I could not do that. These are professional athletes, man. They earn their way to the top. And I heard a couple other people that were a little response to this. Don't let me hear this 83 in this or 83. Yes, 83 in any basketball game, whether it's second grade, high school. It's impressive. Women, men, and co-ed.
If we include high school,
dogs,
is Cheryl Miller, 105 in high school game. That's holder.
It's crazy.
And what do you think they did for her late in that game? She got the ball every time down the court. You know, and that's just what you do. I just don't buy why some people were so mad. It's not like it was some, I don't know. I can't think of a real hateful player right now that people don't like altogether. Like, okay, here, I can't stand James Harden. If he would have scored 83, I'd have given him all the same props today.
What if it was Christian Laettner? What if Laettner did?
If you score 80 some points, I still give them.
I would have hated that. I
might not like you,
That's
but
me.
I got respect because once you hit like 60 and 70, now you know the other team's going to try a little harder. They don't want to be the team that got that, and I don't want to hear this other. It was the Washington Wizards shit. What did they do? Hey, Mitch, what did the Wizards do to the Sixers this year?
Yeah, they beat us. I know.
Yeah, by what, 40 or something? It's NBA.
We were injured.
Well, that's part of it too, but that's a whole nother. It doesn't matter who you're playing.
We just lost another player today.
If you don't get that it doesn't matter who you're playing against, especially on a professional level, that you're scoring 83 points. He just needs more flowers than he normally gets, and I'm glad he did something like this to put himself in the spotlight a little more.
Yeah. Like T3 said, the Knicks were not a good team against Will. They only happen against bad teams. It's very hard to get up against these.
Well, Kobe's was a playoff game, right? Wasn't his a playoff game? And he came back.
No, it was during the AFC Championship game.
Oh, okay, but I know they were losing the game, and they wouldn't have won if he didn't score to 80. Like they had to come back.
He scored 81. Yeah, it was in January.
No, they had to come back to win.
That was against Toronto that he scored the 81 points.
Yeah, not a playoff. I was wrong, but I'm just saying they had to come back for him to win. It's not like the Heat last night. They had that game the whole time. So I gotta get that argument. But like I said, put yourself in that shoes. Are you coming out? No. Once you got 60, and you're like, I can get there.
I can get there.
Let's be real, okay? That's their job, and guess what? That's production. And when you go into contract negotiations, you best believe that they're going to be talking about that.
He's going to hold that piece of paper that says 83 on it.
Exactly. So I scored 83 points, and it's number 2 all time in the league. Come on. I mean, people can hate on it all they want, but facts is facts. I don't care if it is the Washington Wizards or if you want to say the Washington Generals, whatever.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is they are an NBA team. And I guarantee you take that NBA team and they will annihilate 99% of all other basketball teams that college all the way down.
And they were talking about a couple of months ago. We were saying the same thing about Charlotte that we were or about Washington, how bad they were. Now look at Charlotte.
Yeah.
And Bam made me some money because these are all Bam Adebayo rookie cards that all just went up. So thank you, Bam.
How many cards do you have?
Of Bam, not a lot. But I recently got
Not a lot. There was like 10 over there.
There's like 30 of them here. What are you talking about? But no, I'm just saying I give him credit. I'm just glad it was him. Kentucky and all that. I'm a big fan, so I'm going to root for it. It's just, I guess they say any publicity is good publicity, but there's so much negativity out there about it. I'm like, wow, does it really bother you that much?
It's bizarre to see, honestly.
Yeah,
but I'll take the high road. I'm glad everybody's talking about Bam, whether you're talking bad or good about what he did. You can't forget about Bam.
Right.
Bam.
I mean, he could retire tomorrow, and it might take decades for that to be broken, or it could be broken next week. We don't know.
Yeah, it could be broken tomorrow or tonight.
I think
never know.
The real issue with it is that it's a player like Bam and not someone like, say, Steph Curry or Ant or Luka or Wemby or one of the faces of the league.
But don't get me wrong. I'll take a 35, 12, and 10 game over 80 any day. A triple-double, and you did everything in your team. You know what I mean? Like you scored 35. That's a lot. I mean, 80s time, that's going to happen, 3 times in the last 50, 60 years?
Yeah.
So, I mean, why can't people just enjoy history when it happens? It's got to be a comparison. It's got to knock someone down when they're on their pedestal. And even like Wemby and people are out there going, I'm not impressed. I don't care. I don't care.
Kelly Oubre.
Yeah,
Kelly Oubre too.
Fuck all them dudes.
He did it.
If you're being competitive and you don't care, I don't care. I'm a competitor. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow night. That's one thing. But it's just kind of disrespectful, man. There's a lot more. I think there's more people than not that are saying good for you, Bam. I would guess.
Yeah. I'm so happy for Bam because he's a player you would not even expect, right? Like
I told you guys in the group chat, my parlay had him scoring less than 25. But
he can do that and still be real effective for that team consistently for a long time. But we never talk about that.
Now I'm gonna say this. I said this earlier. They're not gonna trade Bam now. He's untouchable. He's not going anywhere anymore.
He's like,
no one is ever untouchable. I mean, if somebody came to the Heat and said, "Oh, we'll give you, 6 first-round draft picks for him," I'm sorry, the Heat are going to make the trade. They're going to make the trade.
Well, you have to think of another thing too. Look how long Bam's been down there and they haven't done shit. So it's like, it may, this may be the thing they need to get more for him. Like now, someone might want him because he can be explosive type of player. I don't know if someone sees something in him that he didn't, because that would be my question. If they've been trying to trade him, why isn't he been traded? It's not like, I don't know.
He was always linked to teams. Every single year, he's linked to teams. And it's hilarious. And Tyler Hero, Norman Powell didn't play last night. And those guys are a big part of this team. So it's like Bam had to he had to take that big step, and he took 83 steps. And he took 83. He might have traveled, but he took 83. Bam helped them reach 2 NBA Finals. He's Olympic gold medalist.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We have
he's all-star.
We never rank him up there. We forgot about him in the top 10 big men in the league a couple weeks. That's the example. That's how it's been for a while. Everyone knows he's good, but he never did anything to really stand out. Like if you talk about those NBA Finals teams, I don't think they're going to talk about Bam.
No, I don't.
But he's a valuable part of getting there, of course.
Yeah. Here's the thing with
Jimmy. They're going to talk about Jimmy and Butler and what he did, and other players that led the team.
Yeah, Chad. Yeah, what is up, Will? 83 points. I'm just happy. It's a random Tuesday night, and it's against the Wizards. They turned off the Spurs and the Celtics to go to this.
Well, Mitch, you showed it on your stream earlier. This isn't the only story. There was 6 people that scored over 40 points last night. There was a lot of explosions in the NBA last night. And it's like a lot of times at this point of year, it might not be the usual suspects either because of all these injuries. And there's hardly any team that's healthy the whole year. Some are a lot more hurt, but But it happens.
Yeah.
But last night it
Your
was like,
boy Modest Buzelich, 41.
yeah.
He had 41. Oh my God, Luca! Don't even get me started on that. We're actually going to talk about Luca today a lot. So Mac McClung scored 54. That is just crazy. How is he not on an NBA team yet?
His game just doesn't transition into NBA. Let's face it. He's a great ball player, great dunker. I think his size comes into play a lot once he gets up. He's playing against more people that are a little smaller in the G League, so he can. I mean, he's quick as shit. He can definitely shoot the ball and play, but there has to be a reason he can explode down there, but can't do dick for any team in the NBA. It just doesn't translate.
He's street ball. I'm gonna be honest with
We
you.
can go back to a bunch of AND1 players we've talked about. Why didn't they make it? They were, they were people like the professor who could blow anybody out one-on-one, but he's not going to play in the NBA. He's too little. And, it's just a lot of that stuff doesn't translate, unfortunately, because he's talented as hell.
Yeah. I just feel I want the best for Mac McClung. He's been on different teams, G League, Summer League, I can name it all, and it's just like, here you go. This all topic.
How many players are like that throughout the course of time? I mean, it's basketball.
It's a little different because the dude has come up and won 3 dunk competitions. He's come up and made a name for himself other ways, but it's just we only hear about him really breaking out. It's in a G League. Like you never hear, holy shit, he scored 25 off the bench in the NBA. He's had how many chances? So I wish he would do better. I got an autograph card of him over here. I'd love for that to go
up. How much is his card worth now? McClung,
you can't just say how much a card is worth. There's 900 cards of everybody. How can you say how much is Iverson's card worth?
Well, you can look it up and see like the general. Like
which one? What year? What brand?
What? I'm not talking about a brand. I'm just saying.
A refractor or regular base card or rookie card? What are you talking about? Rated rookie? That's what I mean. There's a million different. You can't just say how much is his rookie card.
I'm talking about like in general. Like, do I have to be specific?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're talking,
I don't know a lot about cards, so this is good.
No shit. We just established.
I told you that before. Oh my God.
Say there's no like his $75.32. That's what it's worth.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh wait.
Rio, do you see what matters?
Rio, do you see what Malik said in the chat there about SGA? Remember we were talking about that on play-by-play?
Oh God, all time.
We were talking about that the whole time. It was hilarious. Well, you were going back and forth. It was just like, no. It was like great.
It's not there yet.
Nah. So it's actually brought up to my topic today, actually, because I heard this from another podcast. When you talk about errors, right? I hate comparing errors, but is SGA like the guard from this era, 2020 on? Is he the guard? Like you had all the other ones in different eras? No? So who's the guard of this era then, if it's not him?
I still have Steph Curry up there. As much as I hate the Warriors, I got to give that dude his props. Because when that super team fell apart and it said he'd never win another ring, 1-1 in 22.
Steph, I would say
Clay was hurt. KD was hurt. And
there's still 4 years left, so it could be Ant by the end of it. But if you go by the last 3 years, it's SGA by far. There's no one. He's MVP. He's 2 years ago. He would have won it. He won it last year. He's probably gonna win it this year. His team has been in first place for 3 years and never fallen off. And he's the reason. Let's be real. But those other guys are right there. I mean, there is debate, but for the person who is the literal MVP right now, and his team is literally on top again, it's hard to argue against it.
Wasn't he out for an extended period of time this year and his team was still doing their thing?
Yeah.
Is he really? See, I get what you're saying, but if your team still wins without you, then is it really you or is it the team?
Well, the team is great regardless of him or not. So you take him out, they didn't win the title last year. That's a fact. There's no way they win the title last year without him.
Contribute, yes. Everybody
he's the main contributor.
I'm not saying he's not, but and I'm going based off of the question, the guard, because right now I'm looking at if you talk to young kids, first and foremost.
You're talking, you're going face of the NBA or guard. He said just guard of the NBA right now.
But
face of the NBA.
No, I'm not talking about face, but I'm talking about who are young kids who want to be guards going to emulate. Is it really SGA or is it Ant? And to me,
it's probably
a lot of them.
If you ask 100, it might be 50%, 50%.
Yeah.
If you ask,
I wouldn't go that high. A lot of hoopers. No one's trying to be like SGA. Let's be real.
I mean, come on, he's shooting efficiently. Like, if you look at it, his game's getting better. He's two-way, right?
he's good
I
on
mean, look
defense.
at Luka. He's not doing anything on defense. I'm just saying,
I'll
like,
take the
SGA.
sloppy.
I'm going to ask y'all this.
Yeah.
If you took Ant and you put him on the Thunder, are they still doing the same thing?
Who knows? That's hard to tell.
But more
That's
than
really
likely,
hard to tell, though.
I'm sorry. I think
That's hard to
personally,
tell.
they're going to still be an elite program.
I agree with Coach. You put SGA on the Timberwolves. What are they? Are they going to be as good as they are with Ant? Probably not.
No,
I don't know. Back in the day, you put Shaq on certain teams that didn't make the Shaq that it was. I'm not. I'm just saying. Sometimes it doesn't always work out. It sounds good, but Ant Edwards with a different coach, a different style. I mean, I want him out of Minnesota. Trust me. But there's no saying that he would fit as well in the locker room with the people and play. He would still be great, but I'm not saying they win a title. I don't know. Depends on where SGA was then, because he's really proven that he is consistent. Here's my kind of point is, because I love Ant Edwards too, and he would be my 1A, both of them if you ask me. And Steph, you can't argue against Steph either because of 2021.
That is the Olympics. I mean,
and
we win the gold medal because of Steph Curry. Let's be real.
Here's the thing: we talked about, SGA was hurt and he wasn't there. But when has he fallen off and played badly for the last 3 years? He doesn't. Like, he's always performing, and he's done it in the postseason the last 2 years. And I'm still saying he'd have to do it to be the whole decade. He would have to do it the rest of the year, win again, and make a run for it next year too. Like, I want to see 3 or 4 years, because otherwise, then there's other people that, like Ant, definitely could step up and take that realm. But there's not too many. Like, I'm not throwing Caden Banchero in there because we're already more than halfway through the decade, and they're just starting. You know what I mean? Like, we might compare some of them. It could be Cooper. It could be Cooper Flag by 2030.
It could be.
You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
So when I'm talking about guards, right, and you're looking at consistency, I think our crew said that in there. SGA has Anthony Edwards, but he's been consistent as well. Yes, Anthony Edwards has more of a name.
Yeah, it goes back to coach's thing though. When Anthony Edwards weren't doing well, the team wasn't doing well. It wasn't, but that, the team wasn't as well around him. SGA's got the best, deepest team in the NBA the last 3 years. So I get that side of the argument completely. And it's not pretty. Like I said earlier, it's not pretty with SGA. He's not dunking on people's heads. It's awkward. He's doing a lot from the free throw line. So he's getting criticized for that. So it's not pretty. So it's not as close to, like, if you ask me style and prettiness and who I'd rather be, Ant Edwards, definitely. But SG makes it work somehow. SGA makes it work.
Also having a team full of,
and having that team of studs is definitely his main advantage right now. And that might be more, I might be giving SJ more credit he deserves, because when he was in Clippers, he was never that dude. When he was with Kentucky, he was 3 or 4. He wasn't always the man. They weren't talking about SGA coming out of college. So maybe he is. Who knows? He gets traded to Minnesota, and Ant comes here, and Minnesota sucks. SGA's not as good as we thought he was. So that's out there,
Let me ask this, and I guess I'm gonna refine it and try to make it, because when we just say guards, there's different types. Blaze and I, Rios, we grew up in the, you're the point guard, you're the 2 guard.
That was me in the 2000s. That was me in the 2000s. So I get it.
What is the criteria for guards? Because look, you're talking about consistency. Brunson has been there. If it wasn't for him with the Knicks, I mean, he
would be in the argument. The only thing that would keep him is the ring. Because SGA would be like, we made it, you didn't. But he's been that guy for 3 years too.
So now you're saying SGA because he has the ring. That's what elevates him. Is that's the
where his team was 3 years ago, last year, and this year, because it's the same place on the top. Their team's been on the top for 3 years now, solid. So that's what it means. Now you win one out of those 3, that pushes you a lot further, because we're here to win championships. Everybody.
Okay. Yep. And again, that goes to my question: what is the criteria for the? Is it about scoring? Is it all around? Is it ball handling? Is it assist? What is the criteria when it says?
I would say
it would have to be like the combination of all of it, because you're talking about, if we're asking 100 people who is the guard of the 2020s, a lot of people, a lot of people probably say LeBron.
As much as I hate it, I can even make an argument for Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah, you could.
You can argue his injury, and I get that. But
I wouldn't even consider the injury.
He took his team to the finals.
And look, think about what he was with Sacramento.
True, same kind of SGA story. He blew up on a different.
Yeah, so it's like
I love Halliburton. He's one of my favorite, but I would put him a little bit lower. He's not as a prolific scorer as the other ones because he does.
He's more of a playmaker.
But I like that about Tyrese. I don't want him to change at all. Trust me, because he's a facilitator, true point guard, but also shooting guard, also small forward. Like he can play all three. So I like that about him. But the only downside, I'm just playing devil's advocate. What people would say is he's not a 30-point scorer like we're talking about with these other dudes that are averaging 30 the last 3 years on top. So I get that. But it's a play. It's very subjective, though, when you get down to it. There's a lot of kids that are like LeBron by far. He's the best everything. He's the best guard, forward, center, power forward, coach. He broke both of his elbows and kept playing.
They were talking about SGA with the free throws. Ladies and gentlemen, maybe some of you guys are not old enough. Go back and watch Michael Jordan. Go look at the box score. Look at how many times he drew fouls. And I'm a Knicks fan. I used to, man, come on, that's not a foul. But sometimes he would get 10, 15 free throw shots.
It was prettier than SGA, though, when Jordan did it. Kobe, there was Kobe days, too, where Kobe would do that shit, too.
Well, we were like, back then, they were getting clobbered if you drove to the paint. Like, that was
definitely. But I think, unfortunately, this comes with the territory now. We see Luka crybaby crying more about everything because LeBron does it and this guy does it. And if you don't flail and complain, other people are, and they're going to get more advantages. So you got to play along. So I get that part of it. I get that. If you're a star and you're like, I'm star 4 and star 1, 2, and 3 are doing this shit and everyone's talking about them, guess what I'm going to do? What the other ones are doing.
You're trying to influence calls from the official. I'm a football coach. Don't think I haven't tried to influence officials. That is part of sports.
Passion.
Fans don't like it, but you don't understand. Sometimes you do get those calls where you're like, oh, I got away with that one.
Well, there was one just now I was watching a college basketball game, Louisville. And Louisville has this big bruising dude in the middle. He got hit, fell down to the ground because his arm got pulled backwards. He got in a hook and pull, and it pulled his arm backwards. He fell to the ground like this, wailing and screaming his elbow. They stopped the game. And when they stopped the game, the other team had a wide open 3. They stopped it, right? Because it's with ref's discretion. If the dude's hurt enough, you don't want someone falling on him. So he's writhing in pain, holding his elbow. 3 of the guys come out to check on him, see what he's doing. He got up and walked away. He was elbowing the dude the next play. He's fine. He faked the entire thing. Got the game to stop when it was less than a minute left. They got a free timeout for his team for doing it.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying I like it, but it happens, and you got to do it if you're in that position. Plus, I think the biggest problem is now it happens almost every damn play.
I am so done with with players arguing with the refs. I am done. It's getting way out of control.
You heard my thought. No talking to the refs. Rule number 1 in the NBA, you don't talk to the refs.
Blaze, you can relate to this. There was a time when I was a kid, you got called for a foul, you went to the table, raised your hand.
Hell yeah.
You didn't say anything, you weren't complaining, and that's even in the pros.
Yep. Respect is gone. They don't respect the refs anymore.
I didn't know that. You go to the table. I did not know that. That's actually cool.
When I played basketball in middle school in the 90s, we still did that. Like if we had disagree with a call, we would go to the scorer's table. We would sit there and they would explain, why they called it.
Sportsmanship. Remember that word?
Yeah.
So I
the love of the game.
I get where the officials are not perfect. They make mistakes. I get it.
It's the human element, basically.
You got to understand they're always out there for the best of the game. That's their literal explanation of the job, is to uphold the rules of the game.
Unless you're Tim Donahue or
that's the problem. There's been really crooked. There's been really crooked ones that were out for money, and they ruined it for most refs now, because now you got that other segment of people that are always going to say refs are crooked. They got paid every time my team loses. The refs were on the take. I get.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown got ejected last night. Ty Jerome got ejected last night. Luca got fined $50,000.
Those are things you can do, but until I don't think it's ever going to change. They're going to keep complaining all the time.
It's not. It's
you know
not
what it's
going to
about?
change at all.
If the referees made 50 million and the players made 1 million, yes, sir, ref. It's okay. I understand. I won't foul them that no more.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There's no respect. There's no respect.
So wait, is Jaylen Brown out next game now? Right? That's usually how it goes. If you have two tech, I think he had 2 techs last night.
Yeah, it was back-to-back techs. He got ejected and he misses the game.
I mean, that's even worse. Like if you get your yell in and you get a technical, go the fuck away. If I was a coach, I'd be so mad, especially if it's my star.
When did they change that rule that you get ejected with the 2 techs, you're also out the next game now?
They borrowed the rule from soccer. So in soccer, if you get 2 yellow cards in the same game, you get a red, and then you get suspended for that game and the following game. Just depending on the severity of why you got that second one.
Yeah.
It's something they borrow from soccer.
Yeah. My dad was telling me about that the other day. I'm like, man, that must be nice. But now in NBA, it's like, ugh.
No. It's not, because, like I said, just like in basketball, some guys in the opposing team will know a guy's on a yellow card, and they'll try to sell a foul to draw that yellow card to get that person suspended.
2 technical ejection does not automatically trigger a suspension for the next game.
Oh, okay. I thought it did.
However, it adds to a season-long tally with 16. If you get total, you get a 1 game.
16, I knew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought it was like you missed the next game regardless.
Yeah.
So
well, because on the broadcast they were saying that he wouldn't.
Is that NFL? Does the NFL do that?
No.
Richie Miller was saying
you lose the second one or no?
No,
I think that was somewhere.
But if you get 2 unsportsmanlike, you're ejected for that game. Yes, but that's as far as it goes. You know, you don't get an accumulation in football. 16, and then you're at. Well, first of all, football, the game, it's far and few in terms of the game. So, it's more costly there as opposed to basketball or baseball or sports like that, because you have more games to play. But yeah,
you're in a doghouse after 16, because if you get 2 more, you get spent in another game. And I like that. It should be strict. It should be super strict to make them stop arguing, especially if you don't win the argument. The call is already done. I've said this before too. When has a ref been like, you know what? Never mind. Change that call. He's right. We'll give it to you.
They're men at the end of the day. They're still men at the end of the day. So they're like, nah,
like, man.
It's just
the most unforgiving job in sports, the most unrewarding job in professional sports is refereeing.
Yeah.
No matter what city you go to, either the home team or the team that came to watch their team are going to be yelling at you on your way to your car. Can you imagine? You can't be on social media or anything like that if you're a professional referee, because people are going to hunt you down.
They'll get eaten alive. If they were on social media, they'll get eaten alive.
It's not even that, man. You even see with youth sports where the referees are getting physically attacked nowadays, and that's all sports.
Yeah, they come out of the stands, and kids that are playing attack the refs and shit.
Yes. So, and that's a problem. That I have a problem. You want to boo from the stands?
Yeah, you're entitled. Don't come on the court.
But yeah, when you cross that line to physically assault someone over a sporting event,
I don't know if he's allowed to be on podcast, but if he would come down to the parks again this summer, I'd love to interview Gene Steratore on here, because he's right here. Yeah. So he did referee down there before, but if he ever did, and remember I did the podcast down there from the park a couple times.
Yeah.
If I did that and he was refereeing, I'd be like, dude, I'm about to get an interview from Gene Steratore. I'll pretend it's like the NFL. We're going to go to Gene in New York for the answer to this play.
How old is Gene Steratore now?
His dad was a referee too, senior.
He's got to be at least in his
son.
60,
63. Gene is.
Oh,
so his dad was a referee, and his son he was bringing his son down to learn how to referee too.
All crooked and from Pennsylvania. Damn.
The Philly side.
Really? Yeah. Bruh.
I'm also putting my bid in to buy the Sixers and move them to Pittsburgh or Kentucky.
1963. So he's 63. He just
Can I be the
63.
co-owner then? And then we'll fight back and forth.
Yeah, there you go.
I got it. Dude, it's just like it's ruining the
Yeah,
game for me. I can't watch Lakers. I just can't watch Luka.
James Territory married one of my friend's ex-wives. She's super hot. One of my buddies was with her for a while, and they broke up. He went his own way, and he's remarried. Gene's Territory married her, so he's married to my buddy's ex-wife.
How did your buddy feel about that?
My buddy's like a perfectly good-looking, strong, great-looking dude. He don't care. He gets whatever woman he wants anywhere he goes. Trust me. But she's a bombshell. That's the thing. Elisa's amazing. And
Yeah.
I just remember there, good old Gene, go get it. At 63, still getting it.
Yeah. So I just want to go back to the guard of this era. So me and Blaze are going with SCA. Coach, you're going with Anthony Edwards, I guess, and Rios is going with Curry. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's fair. I love how none of us mentioned Luka.
I like to
I
name
love
it.
it.
I'd like to call it the guard of the last 3 years. Because I don't want to talk about 2021, and I don't know what's going to happen the next 4 years. Who knows
Right.
what happens the next?
That's
4
why I
years.
said from 2020 to now. That's what I said, but Curry fits that mold.
Actually, it's a good thing that it's not one person because it shows more
Right.
diversity and
Yeah.
parity
More
in the league.
parity.
Because you can probably add a couple more names in there too. Some of the new guys that are getting better.
Here's the thing
Yeah.
with Luka, though. I mean, each one that we all just talked about, they can play some semblance of defense along with scoring offensively. Luka cannot play a lick of defense.
Let me ask you guys this: do you think it's more he just can't play D or doesn't want to?
He
more
doesn't
often?
want to.
Yeah,
He doesn't want to.
Yeah, I think it's because I remember him when he was younger. He could
Yeah.
hold people down.
No, I
Yeah.
He
remember
was
watching him
low
when
key
he
good
played
back then. Yeah.
play for Real Madrid as a teenager. He played defense. In
Mhm.
Europe, he had to play defense. There's
I
no
blame-
one-way player.
I blame the NBA culture
I blame LeBron.
and basically mainly LeBron. It's because he's brought that
Why
attitude
does
in.
LeBron
man.
get the blame for everything that's
He
bad?
should.
And
Hey, if he wants the credit for everything, he's gonna get the blame as well.
Yeah.
Did you
Well,
see the double
okay,
elbow
then-
thing,
then-
Coach?
then-
Did you see?
No. Because
You
if
didn't
you
see
make
the
that
double elbow
statement,
thing?
I'm going to say this: Michael Jordan. We could say what we want, but Michael wanted the credit back in the days.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
But he didn't get any of the blame. He did not.
Well,
get
there
any of
is
the
a
blame.
large group of people that still think he got suspended, and don't believe that he left and think he's a horrible person because of his gambling problems. There's a large group of people that still think that about him. Mostly just Jordan haters that looking for the only reason to hate him, and that they want to call him a degenerate gambler.
Blaze,
It's sad,
remember how
if you ask me.
Blaze, remember how in the beginning we were talking about bands 83 and someone said there was Saka 81? That's what Gary just said in the chat there. Like
Yeah, Gary, I mean, you can have that opinion. I'm not knocking it, but that's bullshit. if you're that player and you're at 81, you want your name over in the record books.
Are people wanting him to stay at 81 just because it's Kobe?
Yeah,
Yes.
Is
partially,
that's
partially.
So it's nothing about going for 100 because that's the record.
Yeah.
It's like, so it's Kobe, and that's the only reason. So
Most
would
people
be-
think the Wilt thing is unreachable. Most people think because look how much Bam had to do just to get 81 and what Kobe did. I mean, last night though, do you think he could have made a run for 100? I mean, he would have had to go into overtime.
he would have to go into overtime.
Because he left with a minute and a half left. So he could have got 86, 87, 88. He would have got fouled every time down the court and shot 2 free throws.
Yeah.
And you know how long 1 minute can take in the NBA if they're fouling every time.
Oh wow, yeah.
He might have hit 90 if he played the last
to
minute.
me, this is like
He played
and I guess
40
it's
he
me.
played all 42 minutes.
I get the visual, though. I understand the game changed at the end, but I think it would have changed for anybody that was in that position. And I don't see Washington giving up. I see him freaking triple teaming him, full court pressing them. Like, when do you see full court presses in the NBA? They pressed them.
Gary, I don't think any of us expected him to score 40.
That's the whole
No,
point.
that's the
Yeah.
point.
That's
He's
like
not,
the whole point. Why this is so great.
he's
It's
not
just
a
so
40
unbelievable.
30, even 30 points. He's a 20 and 10 guy. He's a guy you'd be lucky to get that 20 and get them 10 rebounds because he's underneath.
Yeah. He's the guy that everybody would love to have on their team. Like seriously, I'm looking up his career average. In his career he's 16-9. So and he shot 76% from free throw line. He's 32% from three for his career. So he's just like a traditional big man, pretty much, who can shoot a little bit. That's what Bam is now. That's the whole point.
It's great. When I saw he had 42 at halftime, I'm like, man, they're winning by a lot. They're gonna bench him. He's gonna be at 40 at career high. Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, he had 31 in the first quarter. That is crazy.
And then in the third quarter, they kept giving updates. Bam's up to 60. He's at 70. And then they cut to the game when he went over 79. Like, oh shit.
Yeah,
that was insane.
I think Arku told me that. Yeah.
The last time I saw a team cut away from the main broadcast to show somebody else was during the 94 finals with OJ.
Yeah. I mean, so real quick, I just did a little bit of number. Bam has played over 600 games in his NBA career. He has 254 double-doubles. So that's just under 50% of his games are double-doubles.
So what is that percentage? That's
got to be 300's like half of them, so it's probably 40% or something.
I was going to say 43.
And that's a guy who consistently can get you double-doubles.
Yep. And Gary, these
they're still NBA teams, whether it's
they're still NBA teams. Like
the Wizards beat the Sixers by 40, so same team.
We were injured.
These guys are all professional athletes.
Yeah.
All of them are closer to LeBron and Jordan than we are to them.
It's not like they weren't. I mean, if you watch the end of that game, that was some of the most incredible defense that Washington's probably played all year, because they were second and third stringers out to make sure they weren't the ones that have that number on their name. I mean, if anything, they were triple teaming him. How could you say they played no defense?
Yeah. So Jay says Luka doesn't have to play defense because that's allowed. Before 2000, that sat you down for what Luka does. 2000 transition period became the bit saying like in 2010s and 2020s. Perfectly said.
Yeah, give people an inch, they're going to take a mile. And I don't blame him. Like I said earlier, if I think about it, I don't blame him. But look at how people look at Luka now.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
like, I'm just disgusted at Luka, man. I just can't watch him anymore.
I just remember when COVID happened and these cards became really popular again. The number one star in the NBA was Luka Doncic. That was who everyone was talking about in 2021. His cards were worth 50 times what they were at the time because of what he was doing during a period that people were starting to collect again. So it affected one person mostly, and his cards were out the freaking world. But I mean, and then from then, every year he's still performing, but then it's like you got more highlights of him bitching and moaning than you do of what he's doing. Like we're not talking about his on-court performance. We're talking about his complaining and stuff, and that's
please, I gotta ask, who has Bam in our fantasy league? I just have to know now.
Oh, Randy does.
No fucking
the guy
way.
with the best record. He put it in the chat. He goes, "I'm loving these fantasy points."
Oh, I missed that. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
God dang it! But
I heard a report. I don't know if anyone heard this or not. John Stockton got a coaching job with the Jazz.
Did he?
Did he? I didn't even hear that. Good for him. He deserves it. Like seriously.
That's why anymore when I see stuff online, I have to check, like verify it by like 3 different sources. Because that fake shit's out there everywhere. Yeah, unverified reports that he's been hired as the top assistant coach. So it's more than likely could happen, but it hasn't been official yet.
Yeah, it is overdue.
There's an old point guard. You don't see those type of point guards anymore.
Yeah, Chris Paul was the last one.
Yeah, I could say he was one, yeah.
Who's a traditional point guard now?
LaMelo.
Okay. I don't know if you're trolling or not, but I'll take it.
No, I don't think he's traditional in the sense that we think of that we grew up with. Man, it's tough. I can't really think of one.
Your boy Fred Van Vliet could have been one this year if he was there. That would have been his role.
Yeah.
Here with Houston, that would have been his role for sure.
I mean, not Russell. What? No.
I want Rios' take right now because I mean the Rockets are kind of what's going on with them. What is it? Only KD? Is there other problems? No, KD's been up and down recently, and when he's on a roll, the team kind of seems to go with him. And you guys looked unbeatable earlier, but now shaky a little bit. What do you guys got to do to pull it back together?
I think honestly, it's going to come down to Durant and Sengun. They can't have bad games. If they want to win games, they can't have bad games. If Amen Thompson has an off night, he hasn't. Even though he's playing hurt, he's been playing well. But if he has an off night, as long as KD and Sengun are doing well, this team will be okay. But either one of those guys has an off night, it's not pretty, as we saw on Sunday.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. Are you okay, Rio, after that game? You're okay?
Oh, I'm not.
I mean, but you have to take the bad with the good. You'd rather do that now instead of do that in the first round of the postseason. You know, that's where we're at in the season where you got to start thinking that way.
Like I said, I'm really praying that the basketball guys and little Mike Evans comes back because they need
and right now, I mean, I'm sure Sixer content creators and fans are sick of hearing this, but it's all about health. And you want to go into the postseason with a healthy team. And you know, it's hitting some teams harder than others, obviously. But, I mean, but listen, yesterday, Mitch, and I'm not calling you out, but I've heard it from a lot of people. No way the Sixers win last night. No, they ain't gonna come close. They don't deserve. They ain't gonna lose all the rest of their games. And then you get that performance from Cameron Payne and Oubre. That's what I'm talking about. Whether it's the Wizards or these guys, there's players that can do that. Even if they're second or third stringers, and more even so when someone who is second or third stringer gets that opportunity, that they're going to want to do that. Oh, by the way,
guys,
Drew Holiday, and Tyrese Halliburton, I would put in the true point guard, closest to it right now.
Adam Silver has announced Luka Doncic has failed his physical and reversed the trade.
I did see.
You asked it earlier. I did see that Bam's going to get drug tested now after last night. Can we give him Paul George's duffel bag?
Paul George is like, here you go.
That was his. That wasn't mine.
Oh, Lord. Oh, man.
But now, I mean, we're about to be, the next few weeks, we're going to be in that scenario where it's time for the men to become men and the teams who aren't really true contenders to be exposed.
Yeah.
And I've put Orlando and Detroit in that category all year, even though they've been good. And I'll put Cleveland back in there again. Until they do it in the postseason, they're just good regular season teams. You know,
I'm adding another to the list. Probably unpopular opinion, but Spurs, they're similar to the Thunder when they had the number one record, but they lost in the first round.
They do have to do it in the postseason first. I'm not gonna go back on that. But right now, they look like nobody can beat them.
Nobody can beat the Spurs right now.
The world's about to change.
True.
Except for the Knicks.
So you get to the finals against the Spurs, you're golden. That's all. There's a handful of, and then we don't really know.
If the Knicks beat the Spurs in the NBA Finals, I'll buy a plane ticket and join that parade in New York City.
Yeah, Cleveland could prove me wrong. Denver, you still have to mention them in the West as a possibility if they ramp it up in the postseason. They have the ammo. Yep.
Like I said, you can be as good as you want in the regular season. It's about that postseason because the postseason's a different beast than the regular season.
Yep.
Yeah,
it is.
Like we saw my Rockets last year, they were the 2 seed and they lost in the first round to the 7 seed. So
I almost want to see two things in the Western Conference. I want to see Houston and San Antonio in one of the rounds, and I want to see San Antonio and Oklahoma. I want to see them play. Maybe even as semis or the finals, doesn't matter. Those two series I would love to see.
How about Rockets and Thunder? Because in the first
might as well,
game,
all three of
that
them.
was crazy.
Yeah.
Might as well throw that one in there too. Any of the combination of those three. And then you can throw Denver in against any of those as well. In the East, I think the Celtics, barring a big injury or something.
Because the Rockets match up well with both the Thunder and the Spurs. Like, they've given each other good games. Outside of the last one with the Spurs, they've played each other really hard.
I'd be surprised if it's not one of those 4 out of the West. Really surprised. But that's the top 4.
Denver's the 6th seed right now. That is honestly crazy to think. They're the 6th seed right now. The Lakers are 4th.
We played Denver tonight, so it's going to be – that might be the
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
That's gonna be the
a
first
fun
round
one.
matchup, basically.
Yeah.
Houston against Denver. That'll be a good one though.
I just can't wait for the level of
The
competition.
Şengün and Joker, like those two, like they take it personally. They go at it every single time they play.
Yeah.
Not like, malicious or but like they're both from Europe and they play hard like they did in the WBC. I mean, not WBC, FIBA. Sorry, I'm thinking about baseball.
See here, Mitch, you'll like this. I got a list of quote unquote true point guards left in the NBA.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Halliburton, Chris Paul, who retired, Drew Holiday, Luka, Trae Young, Cade Cunningham, James Harden, Mike Conley, and your boy Kyle Lowry rounds out the list.
Ow!
Because these aren't score first type of players right now.
Kyle Lowry's not on that list. He's a dude in there.
Luka and Cade, I would say, are still score first type of.
Most definitely.
Yeah, I'd probably throw Harden in there too.
I'm not throwing Luka in there. No, I'm sorry, I'm not.
Luka averages 30. Cade averages 26.5. Like,
yeah.
They're scoring first.
So, I mean, the fact we're proving is there aren't very many true point guards anymore, and the NBA doesn't really need it. I mean, that's
in this era, sadly, yeah. Like I said, it's like we've said multiple times, it's positionless. Like there is no true one, there's no true two.
If you don't have a point guard that's a 3-point threat, more teams would play zone.
Right.
Literally, which is almost something that you never heard of in the NBA.
Which is what teams do against Houston because we don't have a true point guard.
Yeah, and that's
so that's why I want Reed cutting my boy Cocaine Curry to start because he's a 3-point threat. Amen Thompson, he's not super confident in his shot, so he doesn't really launch a bunch of shots. So teams play more zone against us.
Reed, though, he's been even when he was in Kentucky, he'd be invisible for a while, but when he's hot, that dude, you have to get the ball in his hands because he gets that rhythm going and he gets unconscious.
He scored 30 off the bench the other day.
Yeah.
Off the bench, he scored 30 points.
He's been Cameron Payne. So did Cam Payne.
He's been the biggest plus minus, even more than Durant the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But they don't start him like that.
Is there let me say this to you guys. Is there, and it could be one of the teams I just mentioned that might not make it, is there a surprise team in either the East or the West that could make a run that like hardly anybody's really considering?
Hornets.
I don't think there is, but do you guys think there is?
Hornets.
No,
Hornets are on fire right now.
I think the Hornets would fall apart against like a veteran team like the Knicks or someone who's been there a little bit. The Hornets could give them trouble.
I can agree with you on that.
Yeah,
I can agree with you on that.
If the Hornets play the right team in the first and the second round, like maybe the Celtics get knocked out and they play whoever beat the Celtics or something like that. They have the firepower, but they don't have the experience in it. It doesn't happen in the NBA very often. I could be completely wrong this year, and it could be Charlotte, Minnesota in the finals. Who knows?
No, honestly, yesterday was my first time seeing Tatum play. post Achilles. He can get back to 80% what he was.
Yeah, he's incredible.
No one's beating Boston in the East.
And the depth is incredible because they got shooters on the bench.
Nobody's out there putting up numbers.
And they got a couple people hurt right now too, I think.
No, they had this graphic. They had 5 guys that have been contributing due to the injuries. Their total salary is $12 million for 5 players.
So the Celtics are 3.5.
That must be nice. We have one player that costs more than all that combined.
Celtics are 3.5 behind the Pistons. Do you guys think they end up being the number 1 seed? We got about 15, 16, 17 games left.
I can see the Pistons finishing as the number 1 seed, but they'll probably be a first round exit like the Thunder were a few years ago, 3 years ago, when they're the number 1 seed. Like they don't have that experience in the postseason. They don't have the coaching staff with the experience. They don't have the players with the experience.
That's funny. T3 went, Blaze will be rich if T-Wolves and Hornets NBA Finals.
That would be nuts. I mean, do teams like the Hawks or the Raptors have a chance if they're in? I
can see the Raptors because of how athletic they are and how lanky the wings are. So I don't know about
this is where I wish Randy was here because I don't know about their depth, which is about to come very important. And who's their leader? Who leads them? Who's the guy that they go to at the end to close out? I don't think they
Scotty
have
Barnes. It should be Scotty Barnes, but
he's
they will
untested.
probably go to Brandon Ingram.
I thought it was
all those dudes are untested. Like I said, with a lot of these young teams, like you have to go get those lumps in the playoffs. No one just goes in fresh playoff team and wins it all. Like
Here's another one. The Bucks are 5 games out of the play-in. Do they get in? Hey, the Giannis factor is there. Whether you like it or not, if he's there and they creep in, they can almost beat a lot of teams.
Yes, T3, yes.
He's going to go to Cleveland. I saw conspiracy theory. It's been playing up to a T so far. If Giannis goes to Cleveland,
No, anywhere but Cleveland. Let LeBron go there and retire.
I think LeBron is going there.
Yeah, LeBron. I'm not watching basketball all next year. I'm just kidding.
So in the West, same question. In the West, do teams like the Suns, Clippers, Warriors, and Blazers have a chance at all?
Suns, Clippers. Who was after the Clippers?
Suns, Clippers, Warriors, Blazers, Lakers, Timberwolves. Those are the ones we're not talking about that have a chance in the West.
The Warriors depends on Steph Curry. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I mean Steph Curry.
I don't even think they could do it with Steph.
They got a puncher's chance not to make it to the finals, but
if they played Kuminga, they would have been in a much better spot than they are right now.
They don't even have
No, that's my point. That's my point.
I mean, the Clippers have Kawhi and Harden. Could they ride them two through a round or two maybe and make some noise?
I mean, Kawhi's done it before. He could do it again.
I mean, I'm just saying, I don't like the team, but I'm trying to be real. There normally is some team that makes a little bit of noise in the postseason that we didn't expect. I think that the Hornets could be a good one. They're a team that could win the play-in and maybe win a first round.
Yeah. I mean, being realistic, I think in the West, only the top 3 have a chance. The Thunder, the Spurs, or the Rockets.
No Nuggets? You don't think the Nuggets can make damage if
you've got to include Jokic and Murray.
If they play the Rockets the first round, probably not. They can go higher and play the 4 seed. They got a chance.
I agree. That seeding in the West is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, but here's the thing with Denver. Jokic wants to go with his horses, so he doesn't care.
Yeah, but he can not care and still be the best player in the world. That's what he has. That's the talent he has. What about you, Coach? You think there's any surprises, or is it probably going to be one of the usual suspects in the finals?
Surprises to make a run? No.
Yeah.
No. The only surprise that I would honestly say is that Detroit lost in the first round.
There you go. Yeah. Okay. And that's what I would think. Like, what if Charlotte keeps ramping up, they win their play-in, and they have to play Detroit?
But remember,
and they can beat
7. I think in a best of 7, I think Detroit handles them.
Yeah.
Now, will it be 4 games to none? No. I think it may go about 5, 6? Yes.
For the Bucks, maybe the Bucks squeak in. They win their play-in and play Detroit. They can beat Detroit in the best of 5.
Get in with Giannis, that may be a different story.
Who else do they got though? That's my question. Bobby Portis? I mean, Chris Middleton is out of there.
That would also open. That's the way I kind of see it too. I'm thinking the same thing. I mean, Orlando, they just fell off because they were up top not too long ago.
Orlando's done. I think they're done.
Without Wagner, I think that's a big thing. He hasn't come back as yet, right?
No, I don't think he's come back.
And Becerra with the huge drop off in points from last year to this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That may be actually, Mitch, that might be a saving grace for the Sixers. Because if Orlando keeps sucking, and might not need those 7 games to at least make the play-in. I mean, it might be hard to lose enough to get out of the play-in because Charlotte's coming up. Atlanta and Orlando are going down. All they got to do is
we need players. We need players.
We just had 2 bench players score 80 last night, dude.
Yeah. Against the Pistons tomorrow? No. We're missing Kelly Oubre now.
It's like there was no way in hell they were even going to come close last night. They're going to lose by 20.
No, the Grizzlies are injured too. That's the thing.
Anything can happen. I'm going to still root for my team.
I'm just curious.
I am too, but like,
what they're going to do with Ja? Because he doesn't seem like he's in their long-term plans.
I really wish like him and Zion would just get both.
Ja's getting traded at the end of the year.
Here's what needs to happen.
Gone.
Well, it's going to take 2 more years because I think expansion's not till then. Las Vegas gets both John Zion.
The city would never.
No, Seattle.
No, they're going to Vegas. Those are Hollywood dudes. Those are Vegas dudes. They want to go there and party.
And we actually got this comment from Joel. Bam's 43 free throws is a disgrace and disrespect to who truly loves
Yeah.
the game of basketball. Kobe's
No.
81 points is more legit and classier. It's authentic and not rigged.
I mean,
You sure that's Damian Hernandez under a fake account? I knew it. Burner account. That's Damian.
Oh, not
That's
Damien
KD's,
again.
that's KD's burner.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
You can. I mean, you're entitled to your opinion. Everyone does, but I would probably guess dude's in his 20s or 30s.
I'm in my
He just
30s.
loves Kobe, which I get it.
Yeah,
I grew up with Kobe.
I
get
did
it.
too.
He's only a few years older than I was when he got drafted.
I also always
Yeah.
wanted Kobe on a different team because I was not a Laker fan.
Well,
I like his game. But
he was drafted by the Hornets.
he should have played in Philly at home.
When he got drafted he was 18. I was 12. Like he was same age bracket as me almost. Because like most of my friends were older than me. Like I went to high school with Rashard Lewis.
What this person is trying to say is that it was ugly because the game changed at the end. I get that, but it's just a fact that like I said earlier, I think that would have happened to anybody once they got 60 in the third quarter. You know it's possible. The whole game changed, especially because it was out of hand. You know what I mean? Like it's a 30-point game, and all of a sudden,
your starter's still out there.
Yeah, exactly. And does the other team really need to play? And they're not trying to win anyway. So you can talk about that. You can say, but the organization might want to lose to get a top draft pick. But those players that are out there right now, they want to win a spot so they can play with AD and Trae Young next year. You bet your ass those players are out there to try to be included in that next year. Because that Washington team could be a big turnaround next year if those two don't get hurt. But who knows anymore in this NBA? Everyone gets hurt.
Yeah. Trust me. I know.
Especially if you're in Philly.
Yeah, I know.
But what can you do? I mean, there's no fix to it. Unfortunately, it's the same scenario as last year.
Yeah.
Everybody's hurt. Go cry in a corner about it. Go cry and scream in a corner about it.
We're going to run the same thing again next year.
And if I was a coach, I would too. I hate to say that. I got to be professional about it. If you could, because you can't unload PG and Embiid. So you got to go into the season next year thinking we're stuck with them. And if they're healthy, look how good they did early in the year with little testing, just little spots. You got to have that positive. If those two are there and VJ and Maxey are there, that's 4 players that are going to be tough to contend with if all 4 on and playing. That's a fact. Depth is a problem, probably, but it's a huge what if. It's the if healthy thing. And I get it. You're sick of hearing that. So is anybody else. You think the Suns didn't want to hear that when they had who was it? Beal and Booker and KD? And the expectations were through the roof. Never panned out.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
Never got to play together. So I can't judge a team that didn't get to play together. They didn't play together this year.
I know.
I get why unless Nurse is relieved of his duties, which I would agree with at this point, because it needs a change in culture. Getting rid of Morey isn't going to fix anything. I'm sorry for Morey haters out there.
It's not.
Coach, his culture needs to change. They are not playing for him. And this is me, Mr. Pom Pom Cheerleader Go Sixers, saying this. I see it now because it's deep in the season. He doesn't make adjustments. He's not, he's not leading that team. He's just an assistant coach. And you're better off letting Kyle Lowry be the damn head coach at this point. If there's no coaching change, it's the same thing next year, and you got to hope for health. Don't give me this. You can't say that. It's a fact. They're hurt. What are you supposed to do about it? If you're on that team or you're that coach, there's no magic wand to fix injuries. And people saying Embiid should be playing right now, he's hurt. Why do you want to risk him to be hurt more? Just because Maxey's hurt? That makes no sense to me.
You mean pinky toe? What was it saying again?
Pinky fingers and big toes. That's what it is. Maxey's pinky finger. There's no real reason to get upset, mad. It just happened.
I'm just laughing at this point.
It is. It's comical. It's comical how people are all hurting their feelings, saying, how the team is not terrible. The team is not. You're still with a winning record, 5 over 500, with 4 of your best players out. 5 actually now, if you count Oubre.
That is just crazy.
So the whole starting 5 is not even there.
I know.
So how can you be upset if they're not winning? That's what I don't understand.
It sounds like my fantasy team.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
It
like,
sounds
but
like
you don't,
mine too.
but the other end of the coin is you don't just say give up and lose.
No, no, it doesn't really.
Because
And the schedule's
honestly,
getting harder. The schedule's getting harder.
As an objective Sixer fan, Mitch, take
Yeah.
out your fandom. With everyone healthy, same people back, do they really need a top 4 pick to add into this? Where's he going to go? Where's he going to go? He's going to be Jared McCain. He's going to be the top pick we had last year and not get to play.
I know.
So
just
with
depending on what
this,
you're saying, because if you guys get 4 or 5, like
you don't need it.
we know.
Who's a point guard? You guys don't need a point guard.
Like you're tanking for nothing.
You ready for this? You ready for this? People are going to be saying like the medical team is bad, and we're going to hear that
don't get
again.
me started about that. Just because people get hurt, that's nothing. They're doing their best job. And here's the thing: you're criticizing people for their actual everyday work. Name one of them.
I can't.
Exactly. So shut your fucking mouths and don't say the medical team is terrible when you can't even name one of them. That is not fair to those people, whoever they are. Seriously, let's be real. Would you like to be a medical professional busting your ass and fans blame you because the players are getting hurt? Huh? What kind of world do we live in?
That's Philly fans for you.
Flip-flopping Philly fans. Got to have someone to blame.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. It just hurts. It happens.
But what I'm saying right now is I'm going outside of my box. Nick Nurse is to blame for the culture now. Not the injuries.
Oh, yeah.
But Nick Nurse's culture doesn't fit in a team that's surrounded by 2 explosive guards. It was the process. Embiid, and you're going to build around him. Now that that's done, why would you want the same coach that's not changing? He's not changing anything.
You know why? Because he's pretty much, what is the word I'm thinking of? Puppet, right? That's what, yeah.
Still, that's another reason to get rid of him then. Because you need a coach.
And then they're going to find another puppet, and another one, and another one, and another one.
I would take
D'Antoni.
D'Antoni.
Reminds me of the
I would
Dallas
take D'Antoni in a
Cowboys.
second.
They basically hire coaches that are puppets. They don't want a coach like Jimmy Johnson that's going to, challenge the GM.
Let's take it right back to my argument earlier. Money. They don't respect their coaches anymore either. Look how Luka treated JJ. And Jared Vanderbilt had to stand in between them. He was going to go after the coach. I mean, it's like there's no respect for the coaches as much either at all out there.
Yeah. It's just like, it's just a Sixers fan in a nutshell. It's just like.
But I mean, that's here's and I hate to try to be this optimistic person because it looks bad. It keeps getting worse. Paul George comes back on the 25th. Embiid plays the last stretch of 10 games. Maxey is back in a month, right at the end of 2, to beginning of the playoffs. They're locked into a play-in, pretty much. They'd have to lose every game pretty much to get out of the play-in. They're in the play-in. They have all their weapons. Out of the 4 teams that are in the play-in, whether as a Sixer fan or not, that's the team that could do the most damage. Them and Charlotte.
Yeah, I know that.
Them and Charlotte. That's if everyone's back, and it's a big if.
If you want me to be, what is the word I'm thinking of?
Devil's
critical?
advocate?
No.
Yeah.
No. If you want me to be critical, they need creativity in their offense. I'm tired of seeing a glow on their offense every 5 seconds.
And you know why they're doing that? Coaches ain't coaching.
Yeah, I know.
And you don't have the same team out there for any 2 weeks of the season in a row at all.
Yeah,
There was
Maxey
no 2
doesn't know what role he's going to get.
Yeah.
Maxey doesn't know which role.
Stuff on him because he's the one, regardless if they're 1-80 or 80-1, he's busting his ass every time he's out there.
Yeah.
Be thankful they have Maxey and VJ, or else.
Same with Oubre. Same. I can go on and on. Grimes. I think he's out the door.
He's definitely gone. He's definitely gone.
Yeah.
That's another reason why they have to bank on PG and Embiid and try to keep him healthy for a year again next year. It's the same thing. Unless the coach changes and you get a whole new atmosphere in here that says, okay, we got to do whatever we can to wrap our head around these 2, Maxey and VJ, and build around them. But I'm not looking for miracles. I'm not saying that the Sixers are going to make a run. I don't think they're, the luck is totally against them this year. I'll go back to it. I really think New York and Boston will shine and be in the finals in the East, and it's one of those 4 teams in the West. But I could be wrong. Detroit could blow up and prove people wrong. Cleveland can pull. If Cleveland has everybody healthy in the playoffs, as much as I can't stand them, the way Jared Allen's playing along with those guys, and you got Mobley, wow, that's a hell of that's a 4 right there. If you throw in Donovan and Harden, that's a tough 4 to compete against.
What Cleveland's doing.
What 4 match up to that in the East? I don't think there's many teams that match up to those 4.
There's not. There's not.
Healthy Sixers. Healthy Sixers.
Then again, it's James Harden, regular season.
True.
And
That's
then
the caveat. What makes you think we're getting a different James Harden this year in the postseason? Especially if they go down 2-0 in a series or something. Then you'll see. He'll come back with fat and out of shape and not playing.
All right.
I'm excited about the playoffs, though. I really am.
I'm too.
We don't know who the finals. If you ask 20 people right now that are NBA fans who the finals will be, you might get 15 different answers. Who the Giants get?
Can't believe Bam did that on Magic City.
The Cowboys are trading Osa Odigizua to the 49ers for a 3rd-round draft pick.
49ers are going all in this year.
They let go of Ayuk. They officially let go of Ayuk.
That's funny, Brandon. Magic City night.
Yeah, that's actually funny. But yeah, let's do predictions real quick and then we'll call it. Cavs at the Magic.
Cavs, unfortunately. I think they're hotter right now.
I'm going Cavs.
Same. I mean, James Harden's been a big plus for them. Like can't even argue it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't argue it either. I won't even call him James Garbage. Oops.
Coach, who you got?
Where are they playing
at? Orlando.
I want to take Orlando, but I'm going to go Cavs.
All right. Toronto at New Orleans. Toronto.
Yeah,
no. Mitch, we got to cheer against the teams that are ahead of us. Lose Toronto. It's all strategy now. We got to cheer for them. They're called Pelicans.
Fine. How about this? New York at Utah.
See, that one doesn't affect us as much.
There was no way in hell the Knicks lose that game against Utah. They benched their guys at halftime.
Hey, it's the NBA. Anything can happen.
Not when you bench your starters.
Walker Kessler dropped 62.
I mean, who you guys got, though? Toronto and New Orleans?
I got New Orleans because I want Toronto to start losing.
I got Toronto. I got Toronto. Coach, who you got? Toronto. Rios, you got Toronto too?
Yeah.
All right. New York at Utah. I'm going New York.
Knicks.
Utah.
Markkanen's not back yet. Markkanen's back on the. If Markkanen was back, I might think about it.
Bailey, baby. Ace Bailey.
Ace drops 84 and breaks.
Nah, you know the deal.
Takes Bam out.
I'm New York.
Yeah.
All right. Rockets at Nuggets.
Ooh.
That's a tough one, honestly.
That is tough.
I got Rockets.
He's being real too. That's his team, but in Denver's a different story.
I got Rockets.
I'm gonna go Rockets. They play better on the road than at home. Which is weird.
That's same with the Sixers.
Jokic goes for 50, 20, 20.
I mean, honestly, I can see Şengün and Joker both having triple doubles.
Back and forth, yeah.
Those two go at it every time they play it. I love it.
I think it's personal. That's a good beef. I like that when players do that.
Well, because like people call Şengün baby Joker, and Joker doesn't like that, so they go at it.
That's free motivation for him.
Yep. All right, Coach, who you got? You got Rockets or the Nuggets?
Nuggets.
Okay. This is going to be interesting. Hornets at the Kings. Hornets.
Our boy Nipple's going to score 85.
Nipples is on it.
And then Ball's gonna have 20 assists.
Unless something happens, I really think we might get the first dual rookie of the years in a couple.
You said that last week, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
it could be. Someone's got to fall off for it to happen one or the other way because they're both
playing on a fucking tear.
It's
rookie 3-point record, and Cooper is walking triple double. Like
it's hard to ignore either one right now.
It is.
And it makes you think, how in the hell, like if they would have stayed at Duke, they probably would have won a couple national championships.
Yep.
Good. I'm glad they left. Fuck the Dukies.
Coach, who you got? Hornets at the Kings? Got it. And then
I want the Kings. I want the Hornets to lose too.
Timberwolves at the Clippers. Timberwolves at the Clippers.
Ooh.
That should be a good one, honestly.
Yeah. Both teams are.
Why against Ant? That's a good
I'm
match.
going Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert, 10 blocks.
Gobert.
Yeah, I'm going Timberwolves. Ant's been on a tear lately too.
Yeah, they're 7-3 the last 10. They're doing pretty well.
Since that All-Star game, Ant has been a different player. Which, I mean, he's already a phenomenal player, but he's been playing at a different level. I think when he saw that Jordan gave him props and he's one of his favorite players to watch, that kind of gets you right there.
Minnesota.
Yep. All right.
The Wolves.
All right, guys. All right. Really appreciate everyone tuning in. We had a lot of people in the chat today. Really appreciate the support. Pick and roll every Wednesday, usually at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, we'll catch you all next time.
I'm mad that we didn't get to talk about LeBron's 2 broken elbows and he kept playing. He broke both of his elbows and he kept playing. It's a miracle.
What a hero.
With 2 broken elbows. That's amazing. We got Maxie with a pinky finger.
I was on the phone with him when this happened, and he was like, "Are you kidding me?"
What? You're on the phone with Maxie?
No, halftime. Halftime, it's like, oh, damn, not this again.
Coach, give us the breaking news. What happened?
The Giants re-signed
Evan Neal.
What's wrong with that? I like him.
He doesn't like him.
No, I call him my son.
Oh.
So I actually believe.
Not just a nephew.
No, I've always liked him. I don't think he was coached up, but he is an igniting force in the Giants fan base. The vast majority hate him.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They
hate
do.
him. So, I mean, don't forget, he said he did an interview where he called most Giants fans hot dog and burger flippers.
That'll do it.
Yeah. So
look at me.
That's really funny, to be honest.
No.
And
one way to alienate your fan base, insult them.
And this is actually from the Giants site that posted, "We have re-signed Evan
Yeah.
Neal," and oh my god,
I'm sure the comments are great if the fan base doesn't like him.
Killing it. They are killing it.
Yeah.
Look, I have a lot of friends in New York. They're not burger hot dog flippers. Like, come on, $4,000. Like, come on, like.
Look what Jay said. Was almost a stream without LeBron, then Blaze happened.
I tried to mention it earlier, but I mean, the double broken elbows, though, that's incredible.
It's like that's impressive.
Fuck 83 points. Playing with 2 broken elbows is better than that.
That's how Sean Marion shoots. That's how Sean Marion shot.
I'll tell y'all off camera. I'll tell you this one off camera.
All right. We'll see you guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe.
Madness, baby.
Yeah, I'm excited on Sunday. Let's get it.